Welcome to episode 5 of the PitCrew Podcast, where we bring the excitement of live music to your ears. My name is Claudio, and this is...
I'm Erik. How have you been, bro? It's been so long since we recorded.
I've been good, bro. Just chilling. Excited. I went to a wedding last weekend. It was really fun.
How was it? Yeah.
I got lit with my family. I mean, it wasn't a wedding. It was a renewal of the vows, but it was still like a party.
So did they go up to walk down the aisle and talk to the pastor?
No,
did they have an actual ceremony, or
they
was
had
it a party?
a little ceremony before, and I was really supposed to be there, and I didn't make it for that part. I just showed up to the get lit part, and then the bride and groom came up to me, and they were really mad. They were saying that I had to make it up to them and stuff, but
Damn.
it's all good.
That's
We
fun.
we had a good night after that.
That's
and,
good.
We partied really good. What about you?
I've been good, bro. Working, because I got that new promotion. I think that happened in between episodes.
I think so.
Been on a different schedule. So
You have?
we
You'd be
have-
getting out late now.
Yeah.
That's why it's been harder to record. Cause
Literally, I used to get off at 2:30 in the afternoon, and now I don't get off until 5 or 6 or 7 sometimes.
exactly.
It's awful. I mean, I don't want to say awful, but I don't like being there that late. I much rather prefer waking up early and getting it over with, opening.
Mm-hmm.
But I am getting more money, so I have no room to complain.
You don't even have to wake up that early anymore.
It is nice. It is nice, when we go out on the weekends, to actually get a couple hours of sleep when I get in, at midnight or whenever I come home.
At midnight.
At midnight, instead of
Right.
instead of getting 3-4 hours of sleep and waking up at 4:30. Now I don't have to wake up until 7 or 8, so I get a lot more sleep. But then I don't know. Then I come home and I feel like I do even less now with my day than I did before.
That's the thing, that it just be taking up so much of your day.
Yeah, it really does. The mid shifts are awful, but it'll be okay. It's worth the pay.
Yeah, when that paycheck comes in, that's what's worth it.
Exactly.
I've also been hella excited about the Utopia album that just dropped.
Bro, the rollout. Some people said that the little briefcase thing was lame, but I was like, no, that kind of made me excited. I can't lie.
Exactly. He had you at the edge of your seat.
I really thought he did. What do you have any favorite songs? Do you know how many songs there are?
We'd have to pull up the track list real quick.
All right, man.
Pull it up real quick. Like the Joe Rogan's.
Hey Jamie, pull me up the track list to Utopia, please. Can we get that on screen?
Yeah, come on, Jamie.
Can we get that on screen?
Jamie's behind the camera, our homie Jamie. If you guys didn't know, he does a cameo. He'll do a cameo next show. Well, he doesn't get paid yet, so we keep him behind the camera. But looking at it, it's kind of a tough question. Do you have a top 3? You want me to go first? I can go first.
I think I'm. Oh, fuck! I don't even think I'm ready. Hold on.
I would definitely have to say my favorite song. It's right at the moment, because I've only listened to it so many times that after I listen to it, it'll probably change. But right now, it's Sirens, and then it's Schizo with Young Thug, and then it's Lost Forever. Lost Forever
With
is
West Side Gun.
exactly. That one's crazy to me. It's a good song, but it's really crazy to me because I seen it live 2 years ago, twice, and I've been waiting for that song to come out for so long.
I remember
and
you
to
showing me
finally
the video of it.
to finally see it come out and to hear the West Side Gun feature just to come on, it literally gave me goosebumps. When I first listened to it, I couldn't believe it. I felt like the Danny DeVito meme where he's just like in the theater and he's crying. he doesn't know what's going on.
I know what you're talking about. He said, "It's beautiful."
Basically. Oh, but My Eyes is crazy. I love that song too.
You've already said 3, bro.
I love that song. I can't not say that song.
Bro, that song, I'm putting My Eyes in my top 3. I'm going to have to, in no order, because I can't really put it in order. I'm going My Eyes.
Yeah, mine didn't have an order, by the way.
My Eyes, God's Country, and I Know. I think I Know is my favorite song on the album.
I Know is definitely a great song on the album. That one is crazy. All of them, I feel, are really good.
I haven't listened to it enough to figure out like what the skips are or not, but on the first listen, they were all good. I was definitely impressed by the album.
Yeah, they definitely each have their specific vibe, but they're all really good songs. I feel like.
I think with this album specifically, he tried to tell a story, or not necessarily tell a story, but it like the album carries you on a journey through the beginning, where with like the audio at the beginning where he's talking about the time is not good or bad, and then as it goes on later, he hasn't found Utopia, and then he finds Utopia, and then at the end it's like with the James Blake and 21 Savage song, he's like, well, what happens now that I'm in Utopia, like. So it kind of takes you like through the thought process. Like, I like the idea that, or what he's portraying, that Utopia is not like one specific thing. It's unique to everyone else, which is kind of like a shallow idea, but I like it, and he does a lot with it, as far as like a theme.
Exactly. People were definitely expecting something different, and I personally really like the way that he took it, because
I'm definitely
like
a
you
fan.
said, it's a journey, it's a roller coaster, and to see him like really after everything that like has happened,
Mm-hmm.
to really get into that and deliver like that, because I feel like the music like the rap and hip hop has kind of been a little stale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was definitely like a left turn for him and for what has been coming out lately.
Exactly. I feel like there wasn't that much new stuff that I would really play on.
There's been
repeat.
a lot of albums that have come out that I just haven't listened to, like, because I'm just not.
Or I've
excited.
listened to it once and
that's
nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I've only really liked the Young Thug album,
Mm-hmm.
and the Metro Boomin album.
The Pink Tape.
The Pink
just
Tape,
came out.
yeah, the Pink Tape was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying, like.
But like those are the people who you expect the most from. Those are all people who have. It's been some time since they've dropped. Like they've been hyping up, or except Young Thug, because it was like a surprise drop. But Metro Boomin, Lil Uzi, Travis Scott.
I personally, like with the Lil Uzi album, I wanted to hear him just go in on like a song,
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like he was just doing like the kind of like the heavy like
the rage type music.
Yeah, like the punk influence type.
Mm-hmm.
on like the new Playboy Cardi's type stuff.
Mhm.
But I like that, but it's like I can't like listen to it like all the time. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Personally, I think the Pink Tape was really good. It had, a couple of songs that I would say are skips. Like it's not a 10 by any means, but I feel that he delivered for like he lived. I think it's better than Eternal Take. I would say.
Really?
I think so because it's
That's
got
crazy.
some sounds.
I wouldn't say that.
I think so.
But you are Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi is my favorite artist.
Exactly.
I would.
That's not me.
Yeah, I don't. But I still don't think those are like his best projects. Those two, but I still think that the Pink Tape is better than Eternal Take. He's got like a little bit of the melodic sound. He's got like the Playboy Cardi type sound. Like he's got the song produced by Ken Carson that's like on that, and then he's got like the more like the song with Travis Scott where it's kind of it's like there's a lot of room and it's kind of like carried by the beat, and there's just like a lot of difference. That's what I like about him is that he did it with Eternal Take 2. It's like a lot of different vibes and sounds, and he puts it all onto the same album because he works on music for like however long and just picks the best.
I like the sounds that he just be putting a bunch of random sounds and it be sounding really good.
Yeah.
Do you have any honorable mentions for the Utopia album?
Any honorable songs?
Yeah.
I'd say Meltdown. Meltdown with Drake.
I mean, the beat switch.
Yeah. I would say Schizo too because I really like Schizo because
I like the beat switch.
Yes.
That one.
Yes.
I prefer that one than the other one.
Yeah. I honestly, when I heard it, I thought of Baby Tron did something like that where he did it on like 12 beats and like one song, but like a bunch of like classic hip hop beats, and just the idea of like changing the beat so many times on one song while just rapping like fluently, what like that's where I caught the little bit of influence from, but you know. He did it his own way and made all like 4 beats himself and then slapped it all into the one song.
Exactly. I love I don't know if it's the last beat, but
with James Blake and 21 Savage.
No, on that Schizo.
Oh! I thought you meant on the album.
Yeah.
But yeah. Those are all good. Honestly, I can't. Like I said, I can't tell you which one I want to skip yet. So
honestly, we could be here talking about the Utopia album for all day.
The whole episode.
What we're really here to talk about is the A Boogie concert that we went to recently.
Not so recently anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. But almost a month ago.
Yeah, the most recent concert that we've been to.
Yeah.
It was the Me vs. Myself tour hosted by A Boogie with a Hoodie. It started April 27th in Denver. His show here in Seattle was June 9th, and it ended June 24th in Canada. And here in Seattle is at the Walmu Theater. It's a pretty big concert venue here as far as because the next biggest thing is the Climate Pledge, or CenturyLink if you're like The Weeknd. So there's not many bigger places that you can perform here in Seattle. What did you have any expectations going in? I know I can say from my point of view I had not planned to go. I'm pretty sure at the end of the last episode we were like, this one's coming up, but we're not gonna go. And I did not want to go. I didn't want to go, but you and your girlfriend and her friend were pestering me to come along, and they offered to put in on my ticket. So I was like, how can I not pull up to the concert after all of that? Who am I to turn down an experience?
Exactly. I mean, when you got to get the group going, you got to get the group going, but I had seen him in New York.
Rolling Loud?
Yeah, Rolling Loud. And And since I had already seen him, I wasn't expecting to go, so I didn't really have that much to expect. But when I realized that I was gonna go, I was just going to have a good time with my girlfriend, like you said. It was the first concert that we were going to, so I was just going to experience the moment, have a good time with her. She had never been to a concert.
There's nothing wrong with just like not preparing or not wanting to go and then happening to go to a concert like that.
Exactly.
That fact had nothing to do with my like how I would rate the experience. So we're going to talk about it later. Like that's not a bad thing cuz we've done last minute. You took me last minute to the Kid Cudi concert like the day of, like an hour before. You were going to go like, bro,
And to the to the Tyler the Creator concert. It was like the day of as well.
yeah. Yeah.
But the Kid Cudi one was even funnier.
Yeah, literally, because you were about to leave and you called me. You're just like, hey, do you want to go? I have a ticket. Nobody else is going. I'm like, bet.
Exactly. I don't know why, but I always end up having an extra ticket for some reason.
Most of the time, or not every time, but like to a concert that like I know that somebody will go to me with, most likely I usually try to buy two if I got the money. Just so I can be like, just come on. Like, I know you don't, you're going to be like, it's expensive, but I already got your ticket, so just pull up.
You fucking bastard. I mean, after all, we, like you said, we all pitched in to get your ticket and we pulled up.
We bought it down there.
Yeah.
We got there not that early. And we found the homie who was selling it down there.
Exactly.
Came in clutch. Shout out to the guy. I wish I had his name.
It was definitely a funny moment. Like,
honest. That's kind of that was the first time that I've ever like gone up to the person and done it. Like
really?
Yeah,
buying
like
a ticket.
Well, like
that?
I've been like with my dad or like when we were in Miami, you were doing it and that shit was funny. But like that was the first time I ever like went and like found the guy, like waved him down, like, yo, I need a ticket. And he was like, how much?
Exactly. Like the guy in Miami that I sold the ticket to.
The wristband too. Yeah.
I ran all the way back, but we came up. And then
I
bought dinner.
Yes, treated us to dinner for that. Exactly. That shit was gas.
Hey, that's just how it be.
Shout out to the guys that be selling and buying tickets outside of the venues.
Those are the guys that save lives.
If you don't have a ticket and you
pull up outside to the venue,
I promise you,
you will find a ticket. If you are down
you.
to go to the concert, you will get into your concert. I promise you. I've gotten to every concert that I've wanted to go to, and I don't know.
Yeah, but you
just make it work.
You could say
and
that.
If not, let me
times,
know,
bro.
and I'll help you out. We'll make it work.
Exactly. We can figure it out. We just like you said. If you want to go to a concert, you can get into the concert, even if it's the day of. There are tickets out there.
Even after they stop selling them online.
Yes, even after they stop selling them online, there's been so many times where you've waited to the last minute and we've had to pull up to the venue to buy a ticket.
Or just to pull up outside, like you said,
to hope that there's somebody selling it. But I'm telling you, there's always somebody selling
it. And if you're late and you're lucky, they always got the deals.
They always got the deals.
If they're not,
they're trying to get rid of them.
Exactly.
So patience is key, honestly.
But don't be too patient.
That's where you be fucking up. Okay, but once we actually got there inside, I don't remember how many opening acts came out before him. Do you remember how long we were standing there?
I think it was...
I remember we were standing there for a long time. But
we were standing there for a long time, and then when the first guy came out, it was kind of back-to-back with the openers, and then we waited like a while after that.
Yeah.
Because the openers didn't have that many songs, so they just performed their 3 songs and left.
Yeah, they didn't even have a DJ playing music.
No one was even fucking with it.
No, they had that guy from Seattle, Damon Elbert. White guy from Seattle.
Props to him.
For getting booked up there, yeah, honestly. shout out to him for the local getting put on to
Exactly.
the local.
I'm not saying it was a bad song, but no one was fucking with it.
Nobody knew the song. That's all I'll say. But that's not a bad thing.
Exactly.
He put in his. He tried.
He definitely tried. We were there. I was supporting him. I definitely didn't boo him at the very least.
No, nobody booed him. So that's pretty good.
And then he finally came and he said that he was at his
He was at his son's or kid somebody his he was at his kid's school.
Exactly. In New York, and that's why he wasn't there on time.
Okay.
I mean, for sure, we can wait for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go eat dinner and then come perform?
Just pull up whenever you're ready, I guess. Like, because he pulled up. It was supposed to start at like 9:30. He didn't pull up until like 10:30.
Exactly.
And then
he just performed for
like
an hour, 45 minutes, or like an hour or 45 minutes.
I feel like it was like an hour 15 or something. Like I feel like he still went on for hell because we got out kind of late. I feel like he did his whole set still.
We got out at like 11:30.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It felt when I was there, his set felt really long. That's
because
what
we still went
point
to
that I'm trying to get at.
And stuff. And it wouldn't have been 12 or 1. Like,
if we went to the drive-thru. Yeah, you're right. No, the point that I was trying to get at.
Especially if they were trying to, like, go,
All I was trying to get at is that it felt really long. His set felt really long even though he pulled up late. Like, it went on for a long time in my head. I feel like he did all the songs that I would expect. I couldn't tell you any other song that I would have wanted him to play, but nothing really like he didn't really have like even like the last like ending song. Like I feel like it wasn't like really climactic,
Exactly.
And there's no like big like moment where like everyone was like singing together. Like not even
my
on
favorite
one.
song was like the Pop Smoke one.
Foreigner.
Basically.
Or that one, or the one with A Boogie. Or I mean, sorry. That is A Boogie. The one with the one where he's got 6ix9ine in it, but he doesn't play the 6ix9ine part. He's like, swerving, how you look so perfect on your worst days. Double see you versus you. Some shit like that. That one's a banger. But I don't know.
Or when he played my shit with Rick on Rick and Morty.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Exactly.
He did have some cool moments, but 3 like good songs, memorable songs out of.
I mean, my girl had a great time. I don't know if it's because it was her first time, but she was having a great time.
Well, that's good.
She said she didn't know, she didn't listen to A Boogie, but she knew how to love the song. So I don't know.
I could just be a hater. I don't
Basically.
know. It's very possible. I'm not denying the fact.
I mean, she was singing like all the songs, so she had to have known.
Clearly.
But I mean, all in all, it was a pretty good concert. I had a good time. I don't know if it's because it was the first concert with my girl too.
I can't say that I had a bad time. Like going out with some friends,
Exactly, going to a concert.
I can't not have fun.
How could you say you had a bad time? It was honestly fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't regret going. All right, so now we're gonna give a rating of the concert, like we have been for the last concerts that we've been going to, and the first category you have
is the venue category, and I would say that giving the artist that he is, that he was at Rolling Loud, he was at Coachella, it was at WAMU, but you can do better than just have some lights and some smoke machines. So
Mm-hmm.
I personally gave it a 6.5.
I feel
What
like
did you think?
I think for the, like you were saying, for the artist that he is, for the festivals and things that he gets booked for, and like the numbers that he does streaming wise, that the venue was a good pick side. Like he shouldn't be in a smaller venue like the
Mm-hmm.
Paramount or
Exactly.
the
But I wouldn't
Showbox.
book him for the climate pledge because
No, I
no
would
one would
not.
show up
No,
for that.
I agree. I agree. So that's why I gave the venue an 8, just because I think for the size of like the amount of people that he's gonna bring in, for like the amount of effort that he's gonna put into his stage and things like that, his extras, the amount of extras he's gonna put in, you couldn't have done more. And if he had even less to work with, then it would have been a way worse show. So for the venue, I'm gonna give it an 8. And for the stage, the design, he didn't, like you were saying, didn't really have much going on. Like he had screens, but everybody's got screens. It's the WAMU. Everybody's got the big screens. He didn't have any spectacularly cool visuals.
Really, he had screens?
Yeah, there's 2 on the side, like 1 on each side.
Oh, you're right.
And
you're
then
right.
there's the one that's behind the DJ booth, like all the way in the back. And then the DJ booth's got like the screen on the front, so it looks like
Mhm.
it all connects. And he had the part of the show, part of the stage rose up like in the back. But I don't know. I didn't think it was anything special. I gave it a 6 for the stage, just because you could have done a lot more. But like it wasn't bad. It's just like, and it's been a long time, so it's hard to recall exactly like every like small detail. But I think that speaks to the score even more, that it wasn't very memorable.
Exactly. I just gave it a 5 as well because, or not as well, but I gave it a 5 because it wasn't that good. It was mediocre.
Exactly. It's just like, wasn't anything special.
Like he didn't even care about pulling up types of stuff.
No, and especially for pulling up late, you would have thought that, I don't know, maybe it took hella time. In between all the time sitting there waiting, they would have set up a lot on the stage. But no, it was really basic. It was no different from the openers, other than the fact that he was up like higher at that one point towards the end of the show. But that was it. So he was no different than the people that they hired to fill in before him.
That's crazy. I don't really remember that much
Well,
of his performance.
The only difference is that the people before him like didn't have like all the screens on.
Yeah, you're right.
It just like said their name, kind of.
Mhm.
And then they had the smoke and lights. That's all the same shit that he had.
He just had the confetti at the end.
He did toss confetti at the end, so everyone's like, "Oh!"
He's like, "Oh, we gotta go now."
He's like, "Enjoy cleaning this up."
That's the big finish. And how everyone was interacting with each other with the music, I would say because I split up with the openers and
Mm-hmm.
the main event, I would give it a 4 because the openers, no one was really having a good time. We were just all waiting, and all the time that we were waiting, it was, even though that's not with the music, that's everyone after that fact wasn't really in that much of a mood. I feel like, I don't know, it might just be me, but after waiting that long, I don't know how happy you are, because I also saw that someone got in a fight like on the other side.
Yeah,
So
I did see that on the opposite side of us. Huh. That makes me really want to rethink my rating because how I'm remembering it is not how I would rate it. Like when I'm looking
But when A Boogie came out, everyone was lit because there were. Uh, it was fun.
Yeah.
That part really was. I'm saying I had a good time when he finally came out and we were there.
I'm gonna stand on what I said. I gave it
Concert. Because exactly, I gave it 5 for the openers and 5 for him, and his was the 4 and everything.
I see. I gave it a 7.5 because I feel like against like all the lack of effort that he put into all the extras and like attention to detail and things like that, when he was actually there performing, he had everyone there attentively listening and dancing and like sing. I thought the people around us were singing, even though like I wasn't singing. Like other people around me were singing, and I was surprised because it's usually the other way around for me. Like I'm singing and nobody else around me is. So for me to notice that, that's why I gave it a 7.5 because he, like you said, with the openers, everyone was just kind of like whatever. So that did bring it down. So that's why I was kind of like hesitant with my score. But I think that he did his best to when he did show up to try to like make it a good show.
Definitely.
So that's why I gave it the score that I did.
This also being said, I feel like A Boogie is an artist for women. I don't know if that's being sexist, but
no, I think his demographic is more like
his audience is targeted
primarily at women,
girls or women, and I don't know if that's the reason why we feel the way towards the concert, but
well, that's why I think that I thought that everyone was having a good time. That's why I have such a high score because I thought that the rest of the people that were there were having a really fun time.
You're right, because I feel like everyone was there with someone that like they were dancing with, and everyone was having a good time when he came out. But
only when he came out.
Exactly for what an hour and 30.
Yeah. Max, like exactly
for the
standing there
for the 4 or 5 hours that we were there.
Literally,
I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm with you, but
that's the because we're rating the tour. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't give too much bias to outside circumstances, and because not every show he's gonna show up super late, but it is something to mention
because he had a special artist with him supposedly, but they didn't come to Seattle.
I think because it had to have done because he wasn't like gonna be there on time or something. Like they had to be with him.
But what is? Why do we have to?
I don't know.
That's not,
Yeah, I agree, but I don't know. That's why the openers were like random people, not random people, but people from Seattle, like local artists, because it didn't have like the openers that he was supposed to. But the next category was how good was the artist's performance, and so like I was just saying, he had the crowd going. So I would say that his crowd interaction really carried his performance because I think he's a good singer, but he didn't sing a lot. Like, I don't know. He was
also just
he was just
saying the chorus, and then
he was just being a rapper, like. And from him, a person who is like a good singer, like that's what they pride, or that's what makes him stand out from other artists that make music similar to his, is that he is like a good singer, better than others, and he should take advantage of that when he's performing. I feel like instead of being just a rapper and just like you said, just singing the chorus and just having the backtrack play the song for the rest of the time. And so that's
and not even because then they're just putting the mic for the chorus.
You're right. Exactly.
Because that's the only part that anyone knows.
But so to say that, I gave it a 5 just because even though I think that he had the crowd into it, for me as a person who's not like a diehard A Boogie fan, those are the people who you should be putting in the extra effort into, like, to impress them, because those people who are impressed are going to be impressed whether you did one song or 20 songs. They were going to be happy that you were there, you know?
Definitely.
You're going to impress them no matter what, so you should try to put out some more for the people who are just coming there, seeing you for the first time, you know? And I feel
Definitely.
like he could have done a lot more to impress somebody who had seen him for the first time.
I definitely feel the same way. Like you were saying, he didn't really put that much effort into bringing his special guest, and his performance was good, but it wasn't anything crazy. He was just going back and forth. He didn't have any crazy visuals or any like light shows, or like, it was just him performing, and what he sang he didn't sing the majority of his song. He didn't sing more than half of a song.
Played the whole song. Only sang maybe half.
And not like all at once.
No. No. Like
just the bits.
He's like I'll do the opening and the first verse and the chorus, and then the closing chorus, like part of it, and I'm going to let you guys sing the rest. That's about it.
So I also gave it a 5. That was my rating for his performance, and how everything tied into the theme of the tour. I'm not sure. I wasn't really looking at his album, because that's the name of his new album, and I don't think he performed that many songs off that album.
No, I don't think so either.
I knew some or most of the songs that he performed, and I wouldn't have listened to the new album. Like I said, he wasn't really up for it this round. I don't know if other cities he did a better performance. Definitely in New York, he had to show up.
Yeah.
But I felt like he wasn't consistent. So I gave it a 4.
I agree with you. I didn't really see any sense of a theme at all. I don't really see a sense of a theme at all in like his visuals or like the merch or like anything like that. And he has done like this idea like for all of his albums. Like A Boogie versus Artist is one of his other albums, and his real name, like his birth name, is Artist. So that's the same fucking thing as me versus myself. That's the same fucking concept. So how many times?
I didn't know that was his first name. That's crazy.
I didn't know that either until Alexis told us on Xbox one time. I didn't know that until after the concert. But after I thought about it, I was like, so you're using the same...
Yeah, he's pulling a metaphor.
He's reusing the same metaphor.
That's crazy.
Again. And so I gave it a 4.5, just like you said. He didn't put in a whole lot of effort to tie anything into anything. It was just
exactly.
It was
because I bet his show at Coachella was good. He did good at Rolling Loud, and he wasn't even the act that I went to see. He was just someone that came out. You know what I mean? But I don't know. So after the fact, my total came out to be
this one.
24.5.
24.5. That's your total.
I feel like you got it wrong and we were doing the opposite.
No. I promise you I went back and I bolded all of my numbers. I got 31, and that makes sense because I gave it an 8 and a 7.5 on ones that you gave it a 6 and like a 4.
But that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you have done that? And I would have done the other one.
No,
Nah, my points were all like pretty harsh. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was definitely less harsh on it than you were. So your score is 24.5.
yeah, my 4 is 24.5.
My total was 31. So overall, our total was 55.5, which means that the concert falls into the go level. So like, if you like rap, it was. I don't
Exactly.
like we were saying at the beginning.
I think the tour's probably over now.
Yeah.
But if A Boogie ever goes on concert again, you should go.
Like we were saying, we don't regret going to the concert at all. I don't want to say that I would do it again, but I'm not disappointed in the fact that I went and I spent money and, spent my time at a Boogie concert.
A go is definitely if you like singing rap
Mm-hmm.
or in general stuff like that. But if that's not your vibe, it's not a crazy show for you.
Right. You have to be into the music to want to go, because it's not anything that's going to blow you away as somebody who's never heard it before.
Exactly. So, A Boogie, go.
That's a go. So to wrap up the podcast, we're going to go over some concerts that are coming up in our area, like we always do. Starting off is Soulja Boy on August 8th. Did you see Soulja Boy in New York?
I saw one song. I was able to make it to the last set. I ended up strolling. No. It was in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I got away from everyone. I hit the solo mission and I went to see the last song of fucking Soulja Boy. It was pretty good.
That's good. I don't think I would go to a Soulja Boy concert, because I only know Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. That I know, Kiss Me Through the Phone. This right here is my swag. I don't know what that song's called, but that's a good one too.
Fuck. How does this song?
Swag. Pretty boy swag.
She make it clap. She make it clap. She make it.
He'd be like Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
But yeah, Soulja Boy, August 8th. Next on our list is NF with Corday on August 9th. And I've never listened to NF. I know he's like
I don't even know who that is.
He's like a Christian rapper. That's like his subgenre. I don't know if that's a real subgenre, but Christian rap.
Why is your finger tweaking?
That's air quotes.
Oh.
You think it just tweaks every time I say Christian?
Rap?
No,
I'm just making sure
those are
everybody
air
knows what it
quotes.
means.
I think they got it. But we have seen Corday. I think that Corday is a good act.
Twice at Coachella.
Yeah, we did. Corday is good, and that's why I put him on there, because I think that Corday would be worth a watch. I'm pretty sure NF is pretty popular, so it's gonna be at like the WAMU or something like that. So I don't know. I don't think I would go, but I would recommend, because Corday is gonna be there.
Definitely. Next is the Blondie concert, and they're gonna be here on August 10th. They were at Coachella, and they're an old rock pop
like
band. Indie. I don't know what you call it, but
something like that.
They're an old time band coming around. Check it out if you like 80s music, 90s.
It's something to sit there and just vibe to, for sure.
Definitely. And then after that is Lil Baby on August 12th. That should be pretty good. I think he's coming with like some more of its label.
I think it's like Glorilla, Rilo Rodriguez. He was supposed to have the Kid Leroy, but the Kid Leroy dropped out because of like the lack of ticket sales.
Ladies and gentlemen, go get your ticket for the Lil Baby concert.
They're probably cheap. He was canceling a lot of shows on the tour due to lack of ticket sales.
Yeah.
So if you want to go see him, go get the ticket because
we've seen him twice.
He's good. He's good.
Pretty good show.
Saw him at Rolling Loud and Coachella. Both 2 different performances, but both good performances. I would recommend to go see him. I like Lil Baby a lot. And the last concert that we're going to talk about is the Drake concert.
The Drizzy Drake.
He'll be here.
The track 3 sneak peek.
Drake will be here the 25th and 26th of August. We will be there on the 26th on Saturday.
On Saturday the 26th.
So if you're going to Drake on the 26th, let us know. The more the merrier. We're always trying to make a group.
We're gonna make it on the floor.
Yeah, we'll be on the floor. So look out for the videos of that. I'm gonna try to remember because I'm awful at like posting on social media. But we should be posting the videos that we take at concerts and things like that.
That's what we're gonna do.
We've had the idea for. We
just be fucking up every time.
Yeah, I be fucking up because I was like on the social media mainly, but I don't even post on mine. I'm barely active on my normal Instagram.
Exactly.
I just like to lurk and scroll. So we gotta figure that shit out. There's no reason to not be posting on it, but I'm gonna try to put the effort in to post on the PitCrew Podcast Instagram and TikTok videos at the Drake show because all the clips when he's talking in between the concert are just fucking hilarious.
Exactly.
So look out for videos of the Drake show out on our socials. And it's at PitCrew Podcast, all one word. What else do we have to plug?
Check out our playlist. I work
playlist.
I work really hard to make that work.
Mm-hmm.
I be in the stew for hours, chefing it up,
cooking that shit.
So you guys can have something to listen to, and I hope it's good. Let us know if you want anything else.
Yeah, that'll be linked in the description. If you made it this far to the end of the episode, thank you. We appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate you.
We have, like the last 2 or 3 episodes, we put a little something at the end. So nobody's commented yet, but we're gonna keep doing it to see
until someone gets to the end. When you get to the end, we'll give you $5. Wait, no, we'll give you $2. One from me and one from you.
We can cash up you $1.
Basically,
each, $1 each. If you comment
your top 3 Utopia songs.
Yes, give us your top 3 songs off of Utopia. Any order you want it to be.
Yes.
And then also, if you can do that, drop your Cash App tag in the comment.
In the comments.
So we can each send you $1 or $2 from the PitCrew Podcast.
Basically.
To
our number 1 fan.
Exactly.
You'll be labeled the number 1 fan. We'll remember you forever. All right.
Other than that, subscribe. Smash like and
watch out for our next video.
Oh yeah, look out for our next episode. Most likely
on the Drake concert.
So look out for that.
Come on.
All right. Peace.